because we have the Alive and Kicking team live here in the studio to talk confessions. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gina. I'm so sorry to have to do this, Gina, but it's been brought to my attention that before we have the confession, there is a piece of business that we need to deal with because a certain Mr. Tom Dyer is in the dock.
Me?
Yes, you have been charged with the traducement and the mislaying of public morality.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yes.
I love this. Thank goodness it isn't me. It's you, Tom.
Hang on a second. Is this the confession, Father?
No, it is not. This is essential business we're going to deal with. He can't. How can he render judgment on other people's confessions?
Oh, okay. So
When-
you've got to...
I get okay.
when he himself is actually the one
sinner.
who needs to be
So-
forgiven because he is in a sinful state. I mean, we're all in a sinful state, but in
Oh, come on.
particular,
Okay.
the
particular.
outrage
In
of public
particular.
morality.
Outrage
Yes.
of public morality.
Yes.
Oh, come
my
on, tell us
goodness.
more.
What's happened?
So, and I'd like to call my expert witness, Gina,
Oh,
who will
I know nothing about this.
testify to the truth of this. Yesterday, I was driving to Carmarthen,
Uh-oh.
listening to Pure West Radio,
Uh-oh.
and Gina and Tom were talking about the wonderful competition that is on Each Day Unscrambled.
Yes.
And what was the prize yesterday, Gina? Can you remember?
Oh, for Unscrambled, I don't think we've said what the prize is. Oh, it's a surprise prize. No, it's not. It's a lovely prize.
prize.
It's a lovely
Yeah.
prize.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm getting confused there because there was mention. Was it Unscrambled? Of
Oh,
the...
it was Power of Love then.
Yes,
Oh,
Power
yeah.
of Love.
Yes.
Power of Love, not Unscrambled. And the prize was a meal for two.
It was the £30 voucher for the shipwright inn.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Yes.
See,
Yeah. And what did... Gina mentioned that it was the £30 voucher for the shipwright inn. And what was Tom's immediate response on the radio,
Oh gosh.
broadcasting not just across Pembrokeshire, but across a significant part of Wales and to the world?
He mentioned lamb.
No, he said, just don't tell your partner that you won the voucher.
You're right.
Don't tell your partner. Take them out for a Valentine's meal and they'll think you're more generous than you really are. Encouraging people to lie to their wives, to their husbands, to their partners, traducing public morality.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh
you-
no. Right, wait there straight away. You did actually message back in and said, well, this is a prospective confession, isn't
Yes,
it?
I did. I gave you fair warning. The fact that you chose not to actually respond on radio. I mean, I messaged you straight in and I thought, okay, he's going to make amends. He's going to mention it. He's going to say, I'm sorry, this isn't the way to... And nothing was addressed in the show.
Oh,
So,
Do you want forgiveness for that?
Yes, I do. Please,
Okay.
please forgive
Helen-
me. for
Helen's
what I have
been
said.
in touch.
You are forgiven.
Oh, wait. Hang on, what was Helen saying? I'll
I
keep an
was
eye out for...
yeah.
Go on, what she said, G.
well, she's going to keep an eye out for any vouchers that are coming in. And also, Helen, I believe that upstairs in the office, we may have a few sort of prizes that maybe weren't collected over the years. So if you have any sort of bottles of bubbly, any chocolates, any cuddly toys, anything at all to do with Valentine's or anything else, he's probably pinched it from the studio.
yeah, gloves, hats, scarves, and umbrellas. He's nicked them all from the lost property box. This is his true character is coming out now.
I
Yeah.
just want everyone to have a lovely time with each other and not feel judged for how they get there.
Do you not feel that honesty is the best policy?
I feel that honesty is the best policy.
He says that. If you're watching this on our social media pages, then that was said through gritted teeth.
As long as they still serve lamb, I don't care how I'm getting it.
Now that we've cleared that up, are you ready for the confession?
Are you feeling like a weight has been lifted?
Thank you, Reverend Sophie. Thank you very much.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, if you want to cast judgment upon me this morning, let me know in the comments and send me a message. Yeah, right. Now that that's out of the way, and I feel ever so lifted by Reverend Sophie, should we have a confession?
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
do this.
Oh, we could dance.
Father Neil, the floor is yours.
Dear G&T Breakfast Show and Alive and Kicking, I purposely make my brothers and sisters their favourite food whenever they're sick.
Oh,
That's nice.
that's nice.
That's the confession. Now, from the title, it seems sweet, except I know in my heart this isn't the case.
Oh.
Because when my brothers and sisters are sick with the flu or with cough, they lack functioning taste buds. I don't know why I'm like this, but I feel the need to be extra petty with them when I'm having to look after them. So whenever I learn that one of them is sick, I go out of my way to offer to cook for them. Because if I'm honest, I am the best cook in and out of our family. I make sure to make their favourite meal because I know that it won't taste the same as normal. I can tell from their expressions that they get super upset because everything seems bland, because their sinuses are blocked and their tongue is defunct. In a slight way, I know I'm doing a good thing because they will feel more encouraged to take their medicine, drink water, and get better quicker. The best part of it, however, is seeing how their excitement, and they're always so joyful when I cook something they like, moves to despair. That is the sweetest gift that anybody can give me. Am I forgiven?
Hang on, what? So they make a lovely meal, knowing that they can't enjoy it.
Yes, to torment their brothers and sisters.
So instead of just butter on toast, it was like, oh, this is your favourite meal ever, and I know you won't enjoy it.
Yes.
You see, I was thinking you were going to go and tell us that they put extra salt in or extra something to make it taste, but no, they're just getting joy out of the fact that they're giving food to someone that they know they're not going to enjoy because they've got a really bad cold.
Knowing it's their favourite.
And they won't cook the food, their favourite dishes,
When they're
for
well.
them. Yeah,
Any
unless
other time.
unless they're sick.
Oh my god, the element of malevolence in there is hilarious. Gina,
I was going to say straight out, not forgiven. That's really mean, isn't it? When people are at their lowest, you want to sort of encourage them and make them feel, that's lovely. And oh yes, it's lovely, but I can't really taste it, but I am enjoying it. I'm trying to enjoy it. Whereas they're just going out going, you're not going to enjoy it. Yeah. No, not forgiven.
oh, straight in.
Straight in.
Straight in. Yeah, not forgiven. That's horrible.
See,
that
the
is.
thing is, that if they haven't shared this with their siblings, then
They have now.
Well, yes, they have now. But in the past, if they haven't shared this with their siblings, then I'm sure their siblings are going, "I've got the best sister because whenever I'm ill, she always finds out. She always cooks my favourite dish, and brings it round to make me feel better. I only wish that I could taste it, but you know what? She's
means
really,
well.
she's really good. Inside, she's like Ursula out the Little Mermaid going,
I know you're not going to enjoy this. Reverend Sophie.
I think I'm more disgusted with Father Neil right now that he's trying to make this okay.
I just present the facts.
Yeah,
It's up to you to render judgment.
I've just judged you.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm slightly disgusted, if I'm honest. Not least of all because this is very underhanded. But you were suggesting just for a moment there, Father Neil, that God doesn't know what's going on in our hearts. And I think he does. So, God knows what's going on, even if the siblings don't know what's going on. So that's the first thing. And there are plenty of people in this world. I'm not going to mention any names, but there are plenty of people in this world currently who would have us believe that the things that they're doing are for the good of other people. And they're not. So, no, not forgiven.
Oh, that's another not forgiven straight off the bat. Denise Dargan is with us
Yes.
over on social media. Morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. Not forgiven from me. Anna King, not forgiven.
No.
And I think it's that knowledge that they've got this wonderful game with themselves. That, my siblings are really unwell. I know. I'm going to make them the most delicious whatever favourite meal they like, knowing that they can't taste it.
It's the sort of thing the baddie would do in a pantomime.
Oh, that's you, Tom. Is it
That
you?
is you, Tom. Right
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
I've already been thrown over the coals.
I mean, is it any different?
Then what?
Well, proffering a meal to a loved one that you haven't paid for.
Yeah, he's shown his true
and
colours.
not sharing with them that you won a voucher on Pure West Radio, and at the same or proffering a meal that is motivated by malevolence as opposed to love. I mean, at the heart, both of them are based upon a lie, aren't they?
Well,
So there is a moral equivalence there, isn't there?
There are two things I'd like to say here. Okay, so the person in question that's confessing this morning, they're clearly aware of their sin.
They've done it
and
multiple
they've
times.
done it multiple times.
Multiple times.
And poor Tom was clearly unaware of his sin, and he didn't realise that he'd
Yeah.
done wrong. So, and was
Is that the case, Tom?
Yes.
So I don't think there is. I don't think it's similar at all in any way, shape, or form, Father Neil.
Come on, Tom, you're on the hot seat. What do you think about our
Hot seat. He's practically in hell right now.
Well, I need to cast the blame over to someone else quickly. However, with my legal hat on,
Yes.
Oh.
there's a thing in law called your actus reus, and the other one.
The other one.
Yeah, the other one.
The other Latin word.
My mind's gone completely blank as the other one. But there's the actual act of doing something, and there's the thought behind the act, which comes together to
yes.
prove whether or not a crime has been committed. Now, the actus reus here is they're giving the meal, but
Yeah.
the mentis rea,
Mentis.
the thought behind it is I know they're not going to enjoy it because the act itself is actually a lovely act.
Yeah.
Well, if you've got to have both, then if you've got to have both a malevolent act and a malevolent thought, then surely you've got to forgive this morning because that the actual act, by your own logic, legal logic, Mr. Legal Logic Man,
Yeah.
the act itself is not horrible. They're not putting in the extra salt or anything like that, and they're producing flavourful food.
I do believe the law that Tom is talking about, though, is the law that we base most of our legal judgments on. So let's be careful right now.
Well, I was going to say, so
it's
with-
like murdering a person. The difference between murder and manslaughter
That's the point I was gonna
would be the mental,
the mentis rea.
So the mentis rea. So if you murder someone, you did it with an act of intent.
Yes.
If it's manslaughter,
you've done it with the act without the intent.
without the intent.
Yeah, but it's still a nasty act, whereas this is sort of like, I don't know, aggravated cuddling? I mean... it's a nice meal. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
It's the intent that's wrong, though.
However,
Can you murder somebody? Can you not forgive somebody for what's going on inside? We are all sinners.
Adam Billington's in.
You and I need to have words, Father Neil.
Adam Billington is also not forgiving. The thing is that if I'm unwell, in fact, even if I'm well, if someone gives me a plate of food I'm going to be overjoyed. I'm not going to care about the intention behind it. If there's food being given to me, I'm all yours. So I'm torn because there's also someone going around with a high degree of malevolence.
Yeah, going, oh, good, they're ill.
Is it the beginning of a slippery slope? I fear.
Yes. Yeah, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah, but there's no good intentions.
No good intention here.
No, so they're definitely going down a dust track, downhill, fast.
In
On
a
a sled.
toboggan of their own making.
And, oh, yeah.
He's stuck.
I am
What-
stuck.
What about you, Father Neil?
Yeah.
In conversation with this person, we do like to offer a if you repent and mend
Absolutely.
your ways.
Yes.
Yep.
So I suggested that because they want to continue this, they want to continue doing this.
Oh, so they're not.
Definitely- definitely not
I
forgiven.
suggested that if they were prepared to, for example, make the favourite meal for their sibling's birthday as well.
Oh, balance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Then it would be sort of like one for the sibling and one for the sinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that maybe.
But
So
there's
by your
something
own-
in that.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Go on,
So
G.
then they're going to taste it on their birthday, and then they know really how good it tastes. So then when
Yes.
they're ill, it's even more of a letdown for them.
It's going to double down on
there's
it.
more-
That's true. I
yeah.
hadn't thought about
Yeah.
that. Hadn't thought.
And
that
also,
through.
I think now by your own admission, you're accepting that the current act is unforgivable.
Well, yes, possibly. Yeah, I don't forgive.
Oh! Because, yeah. And you know what? I think, as much as I do love receiving food, I want people to go out with pure goodness in their
Joy.
hearts and souls.
Yes.
Let's make good food all the time, not just when someone's ill and can't enjoy it. I think it's unanimous. It's unanimous here in the studio, and it's unanimous out there on social media world.
That doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't, does it?
No, not this way. Quite often we have a unanimously forgiven,
Yeah.
but not a unanimously.
Oh my goodness. A unanimous.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
What's the path to righteousness?
Oh, well.
Well, it's
Confession.
and repentance, and
Confession
not
and
just
repentance,
not just to us,
No.
To the siblings.
to the
To the-
siblings.
Oh, actually coming clean to the sibling.
Yes.
Oh, do you wonder why I make your favourite meal? It's not because I love you and want you to enjoy something. It's because I know you can't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you feel if that happened to you?
See, again, I go back to my previous point of, well, you gave me food, so I was overjoyed.
You gave me nice food. You gave me food that I love.
Yeah. I was over the moon. I put it in the fridge and had it when I was better.
I don't really care because I've won a voucher on Pure West Radio. So
Yes. Thank you, Gina.
Yeah, for going out anyway. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. If you've got something that you want to forgive, then please do let us know. Either find Father Neil on the street or you can email studio@purewestradio.com. Alive and Kicking this Sunday.
Yes, we're actually talking about the Beatitudes, which is one of Reverend Sophie's favourite topics. And is it one of them that says, blessed are those who prepare meals for their siblings when they're sick, out of pure motivation
I think
and
it
not out
does.
of malevolence?
Yeah. I think it does. Yeah, something along those lines. Anyway. Yeah.
Word for word.
Almost word for word.
Thank you so much. And well, I know that you've got an event coming up on the weekend.
Yes.
So we will save that for our little what's ons. You can have the floor to yourself when we come into there. We've got Traffic Travelling taxis on the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's been a pleasure, as always.
Throw you under the bus.
Throw me under the bus and throw Good Deeds sibling under the bus too. Next time you make nice food, bring it into the studio and I'll take it off your hands for you. You're listening to Pure West Radio as we approach 8:30 here this morning.
This is Pure West Radio. Homelessness is a